So I wanted to kind of make a point in a visual sense that maybe everyone would remember. How would you describe how I looked up on the Nijing just now? Disrespectful. Lazy. Funny. Vibing. I think the first one was the right one that I was looking for. It was disrespectful. Oh man, my hair's probably all messed up now. I'll give these. I don't make that kind of money that I can afford the pros. But it was a good notice that someone said that I looked very disrespectful up on the Nijing. So I wanted to talk a little bit about respect. Okay, respect. So now we're going to find out what it means to you. Wonderful Aretha Franklin, rest in peace, 2018. All right, so for respect, who has a good definition? You can go shout it out right now. Showing care. That was it. All right, I'm trying to get a little more participation, get you guys included in this. What was that? Being kind to one another? Golden rule, honor, golden chain, honor. Very good. All right. For a more maybe technical definition, we'll go with the dictionary, Macmillan Dictionary. A feeling of admiration that you have for someone because of their personal qualities, their achievements, or their status, and that you show by treating them in a polite and kind way. So I think maybe an easier way to understand respect, because that's kind of technical, is who's somebody that you respect? Go ahead and shout it out. Family. Parents, yourself, very good. Friends. Reverend Matt. Not no more though, huh? Pets, respect your pets, very good. Yes, respect others, treat others how you want to be treated. Very good. So that goes into my next question, which is, one way to respect them is to treat them how you want to be treated. What's another way that you could show your respect for somebody? Giving them stuff, that is one way. Taking care of things. Inviting them on an outing, that's a good way to show respect. Not showing disrespect. That's actually a very good one. The absence of disrespect. Oops, sorry. How was that? Following their wishes, very good. Okay. Oh, I went backwards, sorry. Okay, so the people that you do respect, why do you respect them? Because they take care of you, like the family? What was that? It might hurt their feelings, that's right, if you disrespect them. Yes? That's right, that's what happens when you don't respect someone, right? Yeah. Yes, very good. They did something greater than you that you have to admire. Okay, so we did that one. Now, let's see, we did the who, what, when, where, and so now where, right? We did how also. Where would you respect somebody? Seems like kind of a weird question. Everywhere? Everywhere. Right, there isn't like a place that you have like a little corner of disrespect that you like disrespect people or something. But while we're talking about this kind of where, another good, a good reminder, I think. I was talking to somebody about being a minister, and I was kind of telling them, like, yeah, as a young person, it's kind of hard for me to, give a sermon to this people of like great range of ages, because some of them are much older than me, and I do have a lot of respect for them. And so what am I supposed to do to tell them, how to live their life or something? I said, we all kind of know how we're supposed to live our lives. It's important to hear the reminders, though. So here's a reminder for respecting the Hondo. So the Hondo is this area that we're in right now. It's two parts: the Geijin, the part where everyone sits, and then the Naijin, where the ministers and minister assistants sit. So together, it's the Hondo, which in Japanese is really just practice hall. So I think maybe some people are familiar with the word like dojo, right? When you have martial arts and you respect that area, same place. This is where we practice Buddhism. So this is our Hondo. So then, now that we've gone through all the who, what, when, where, how, we're going to go back. So with the Hondo, who do you respect? Thank you. Buddha, yeah? Everyone? That's right. So we respect everyone within the Hondo. But even more than everyone, we have to think about one person or one person in particular. And the way that we get there, I think, is by thinking, again, about the where. So there's a millennial joke for anyone that grew up during the 90s. Judging by the laughter, not a lot of millennials in the crowd today, I guess. But it was told to me by another minister that any temple, any place that has a Hondo, any place that has a altar area, it's basically like a home for Amida Buddha. So this was told to me in the context of you shouldn't go to the temple and not say hello to Amida Buddha, because that'd be going to like someone's house, like going through their fridge, eating their stuff, walking around, sitting on their couch, and then walking out without saying hi to them. So in that same way, we should try to understand this place as the home of Amida Buddha. It's the central object that this whole temple kind of revolves around. And so it's important for us to show that kind of respect, just like it's Amida's home. So there's Amida, okay. Let's see, but Amida, of course, isn't like, most people where we don't want just anyone coming into our house, right? I want to make that kind of clear that the general practice, you want to lock your doors and stuff, you don't want just anyone coming in and out of your house. But Amida Buddha is very welcoming. He wants to welcome everyone into, really no millennials. This was the wrong PowerPoint. All right. Okay, so now, the why. Why would we respect Amida Buddha? Why would we respect Amida Buddha's house? Yes? Exactly, because he walked with you. That's a very good reason. See, yes? That is absolutely correct. He respects you back. Now, we talked earlier about the three treasures, the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So one of them, of course, is the Buddha. So we respect the Buddha because the Buddha respects us back, respects us enough to try to get the teaching to us that's lasted so long that it helps us to have this place. We respect the Buddha respect the Hondo because of the Dharma, because of the teachings, because we're able to come here, we're able to learn the Buddha Dharma. And then finally, we respect the Hondo because of the Sangha, because of everyone here, because of this community. We have this wonderful building, we have this wonderful place where we can all gather, and if we respect it, then it makes it better for everyone else here. If we were to show disrespect to the Hondo, if we were to leave it all messy and dirty, no one would want to come. No one would want to be here, right? It wouldn't be a fun place to be. But if we all respect it, then it's nicer for everyone else. So it's important for us to respect the Sangha by respecting the Hondo. So let's see. Finally, how do we respect the Hondo?
By cleaning it up.
Cleaning it up, very good. Leaving it be? Leave no trace. Yes, a lot of scouts, of course. Yes?
Not destroying it.
All right, a lot of not destroying the Hondo, which is very important. Okay. One of those are all very good, and another way that we can actually show like a practice is we bow, right? So we can bow. That shows our respect. It's a cultural thing. within Japan. But I think also here in America, we recognize that kind of lowering your head is this sign of being humble, of showing your respect. And so when we come into the Hondo, we bow. And then when we come up to Oshoko, we offer. So that's also showing respect, and also bowing there. So there's different ways where this physical practice can help us. But now kind of going full circle and coming back to the beginning where I guess I'm still kind of dressed like this, but also by the way we have our attire, the way we dress. So, I don't know, 10 points to anybody who can tell me where this is from. Harry Potter. What? It's not the Yule Ball. It's a specific club. Slug Club. Slug Club. Which party? Christmas party. That's right. All right. 10 points to Hufflepuff. So if you think about this as being Amida Buddha's house, and if you think about the way that you dress, really you should be thinking of it as how you would dress if you went to like a respected teacher's house. For instance, for like a dinner party, like a Christmas party or something. If you were gonna go to somebody's house for a party, you wouldn't come in like baggy sweatpants and like a dirty t-shirt, like rolling out of bed, right? You would get dressed. And I don't know, maybe some of you would, but that's very disrespectful. So it's disrespect to the host, because the host is opening up their house for you, they're making food, right? You wanna show your respect for them. It also shows respect for yourself, as was mentioned earlier, right? When you present yourself in that way, you show how much you respect and you have pride in yourself. So pride and respect kind of have this kind of close connection where you have this pride in how you feel and how you look. I'm not saying that looks are everything, and I'm not saying you have to have like the nicest clothes or whatever. But the way you present yourself, is the way that you show your kind of pride. So I think all of you should be proud to be Buddhist. You should be proud to come here. You should be happy that you have all of these wonderful things. And so in doing so, by showing that pride, you also show your respect. So you dress in a certain way. A couple other things, you don't, to show respect, if you're going to go over to somebody's house for a party, you don't want to like bring your own food, so no eating in the Hondo. But also, you want to show your respect in paying attention. So, no like earbuds, don't put your like hood up, don't have hats on. All of these things, it might kind of make me sound like a stickler or, I don't know, maybe an old man or something, which is probably like the first time anyone would ever say that to me in this place. It's always, you look so young to be a minister. But if you show that respect, if you show how much you care, it's this kind of mirror effect where you have that same respect for yourself, you have that pride for yourself, and then you start to understand and practice the teachings in a deeper level. Jodo Shinshu is very much about this idea of self-reflection, and maybe we don't emphasize it enough, but that's really what our practice is. We go through life understanding that there's going to be slip-ups, that there's a lot of stuff that we are going to need to know, that there's going to be plenty of things that we will never know. But if we look at ourselves and we recognize how our actions have been affecting and will be affecting people and things in the future, then it starts to change that mentality of how we can influence the world in a more positive way. So it might be something small, it might be something that maybe we haven't thought about or really cared too much about, but it can start with something as small as just trying to look the best that you can when coming to temple. Again, I'm not saying you have to come wearing a tux or an evening gown, but if we're very conscious of the things that we're doing, it helps us to continue to have that kind of practice. If you could please join me in Gassho. From the Dhammapada, if you're respectful by habit, constantly honoring the worthy, four things increase: long life, beauty, happiness, strength. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.